Hi everyone and welcome to another weekly update. Now I do have some fun live updates to share, nothing really important but just things that I liked during this week that I want to share with all of you. But before we get into those, you know the drill, please let me know what happened in your week in the comments down below, and also if there's something that you are excited for that's maybe going to happen next week. I would love to hear it. Now, if you don't know, last week was my birthday and I turned 28 years old. I'm still a big baby when it comes to my birthday. I love celebrating it and normally I always take the day off if I can. However, unfortunately, I couldn't take the day off on Tuesday because my boss needed me at the lab, but I was able to take the day off the day after that, so on Wednesday. And my husband was also able to not go to work. So in the end, we had a very chill day, and even though we didn't really do anything special, I think that this might be my favorite birthday since I turned 18. So since I've been an adult and I haven't really had kids' birthday parties anymore, this was just perfect. We just went into town, had a couple of drinks, had nice dinner, the weather was beautiful, and we also went shopping, which is something that I like. So it was very laid back, we did some of my favorite things, it was very stress-free, and it was perfect. So in the end, I really had a great birthday. Now, I did receive some gifts and I just wanted to show them to you. Not all of them are books, some are, but maybe the other ones are also interesting to see. So first of all, for my journaling, I received this pencil case, or is it the case bag, I should say, and it is humongous. I love how it looks. It keeps all of my stuff, like all of my everything, but I don't really know if it's that easy to use. I don't know if I can access everything that easily, but it's a good one. Maybe I just need to have another one like this and then split it up a little bit. But the first step in using my reading journal a little bit more is just making sure that I know where everything is. So start organizing, and finally having something to keep my pencils in is a good first step. Then I also received some washi tape that I'm definitely going to use very soon. I've actually not been keeping up with my reading journal since the end of March, I want to say. So that's pretty bad, but I think that I just really want to simplify what I've been doing for my spreads, and that way I can keep up with it, which is the most important part. Then I also received some books from Safina. Safina has been spoiling me for the last couple of months. It's insane. And of course for my birthday, she's been way too kind and she gifted me the entire Tawny Man trilogy in these beautiful UK covers. My Robin Hobb shelf is looking prettier by the minute. All of these are so beautiful, and Safina, you know how grateful I am for these. This is a beautiful collection and I cannot wait to reread The Realm of the Elderlings. I've been listening to them on audiobooks because I didn't have the English versions, but now that I do, I can reread them starting next year, 2023, in these beautiful English editions. So thank you so much, Safina. You've been way too kind lately. Then, from my husband, I received a couple of books. The first one is For the Throne by Hannah Witten. This is the second book in the Wilderwood trilogy, Wilderwood duology. So it's actually the end of the duology. I read For the Wolf, the first book, last year. It was a new release back then. It was a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Even though a lot of people said it was a Red Riding Hood, it was more Beauty and the Beast in my opinion. And I think that this is more a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, if I'm not mistaken. And of course it takes place, the events here take place after the events of For the Wolf. So I hope that I can read this one soon. It came out, I think, right on my birthday, or at least one of the editions came out on my birthday. So yes, this is one that I will definitely have to read soon. And then he also gifted me some very special books that I have been wanting for a long while, and those are, this is A Storm of Swords, so book 2 in the A Song of Ice and Fire series in these beautiful folio society editions. And then this one is the third book, so A Clash of Kings. Absolutely beautiful. It's the other way around, right? Clash of Kings is the second book, sorry. So I don't really know the individual titles other than Game of Thrones is the first book, but beautiful. And this is also a series that I am going to reread in 2023. 2023 is going to be the year of rereads. So these are books that I will read, and I know that a lot of people don't really like to read in their special editions, but the illustrations here are so beautiful that I just want to experience them while I'm reading the story, so this is going to happen. Now, one of them, unfortunately, is a little bit damaged. I will show a picture here. So I think that it's glue at the back of the book, and normally I wouldn't really find that very annoying, but because the books are so expensive and because they are so luxurious, I might send an email to Folio Society and maybe they can do something about that, because it's a shame. I do want to keep these in pretty good condition, and having glue on them is not perfect condition. So anyway, I was so happy with all of these gifts. As I said, I do have one last birthday party today. It's actually not the last one. Next month, the 3rd of July, I also have a small birthday party. So the majority of gifts, I think, were these. But then I also received some board games. So the first one is Jaipur, and you might have seen this if you saw my community tab post. This is a 2-player game. It's very fast, I think maybe 10 to 15 minutes, so perfect if you don't really have time at the end of a workday to set up a very long game, to play a very long game, because that can be mentally very taxing. This was perfect for that. Then I also got The Mind, which is also a very fast and very small card game, so perfect to also bring along with you when you're on vacation or something like that. And you can play it with 2 people, but then it's quite easy, so it's actually bigger to play with a bigger group, in my opinion. But very easy, fun game that you can also play in maybe 15 minutes for sure. And then the only one that I haven't played yet, and that is Seven Wonders Duel, which is 2-player game. A lot of people know Seven Wonders, which is a very big game. You can play it up to 7 players, I think. But this one is its 2-player variant, and I've heard from a lot of people that they actually like this one more than Seven Wonders. So this one I will try to pick up next week, and I'm very looking forward to that one, because I think of the games that I got, all of these are pretty simple games, but Seven Wonders is the most strategic game of the lot. So looking forward to that. Now, that's everything that I wanted to say about my birthday. Thanks for all of the birthday wishes, because all of you have been so kind, so thanks for that. Now, as you know, I have been a little bit slumpy. I haven't really had time to read, or I just wanted to do other things more than that. And I was reading 2 books that I am going to continue next week, but I set them aside for now. The first one is Memories of Ice by Stephen Erickson, which is the 3rd book in the Last Book of the Fallen series. I've been having some difficulties getting through it, even though I'm liking it. It's just so dense, and it's very different from That House Gates, so I just had to readjust my expectations, I think. But after taking a break this week from reading very dense books, I am going to start again tomorrow. And then the other book that I paused, but I'm going to start tomorrow yet again, is Kushiel's Chosen, which is the 2nd book in the Phaedra trilogy by Jack and Carey. Again, a book that I love, but it is very dense, so you just need to be in the right mind space and have a lot of mental capacity to remember all of that. So hopefully tomorrow I can continue. But that does mean that this week I have been reading some other books. The first book that I finished yesterday is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I'm not going to say too much about this because I have a complete spoiler-free vlog that is coming your way about this book and the movie, but I still need to finish the movie. I haven't seen it in totality yet. Now, I did really like this book. I think that it's not an all-time favorite because in the end it didn't really do anything special for me. I loved the writing style though, so I'm definitely going to continue reading Neil Gaiman's works, and I have heard from quite a couple of people that even though they love his works, Stardust is their least favorite one. So I don't know what that means, because I really enjoyed Stardust and especially his writing style, and I loved the whimsical feel of it as well. So definitely one that I'm very happy that I picked up, and I think if you like fairy tales, you will like this one as well. And it was also just very satisfying to read a book in one day, even though it's a small book, it's 200 pages. After being in a slump, that felt good. Then another book that I'm almost done with, and that is Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. This is an original fairy tale, it's also a new release, so once I finish this one, I think that I might be able to finish this one today. I will have that new releases video out with 3 new releases that I will rapidly review. This one I am liking. I know that a lot of people are not liking it that much. We are reading this with a group of people who are all picking it up in June, and most people gave it like 3 stars, 3.5, some DNF'd it even, but I loved it. The writing style, again, it's T. Kingfisher. I loved her other book, The Raven and the Reindeer, and I even liked that one a bit more than this one, but the writing style is superb yet again. I was expecting a very dark fairy tale, and it's not as dark. It's also just very quirky, it's very funny, it has all of it, and just in the end, I really enjoy this one for what it is. So it's not my favorite T. Kingfisher. I've only read 2. I like The Raven and the Reindeer more, but this is one that, yeah, this has definitely cemented T. Kingfisher as an author that I will read everything of, because I know that she can write. So yeah, very happy with these 2 that I picked up, and both of them were perfect books when you're in a reading slump. Now, I also picked up an audiobook, which was Emperor of Thorns by Mark Lawrence, and I am going to continue next week. I will probably finish that one next week, but I'm not far in. I'm 4 chapters in maybe, so it's not enough to really give an opinion about the book. I don't really know what the direction will be, but since it's the final book in the entire trilogy, I'm thinking it will be more of the same thing. I'm liking it, I'm not loving it, but I am loving Mark Lawrence's writing style, so after I finish this trilogy, I will definitely be picking up more by him. But like I said, I'm not far into the book, so I will update you about that next week. Now, so that's what I'm planning to read next week. And in terms of videos that were on the channel, I think that I only had one like normal sit-down video, and that was my summer recommendations video. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I will link it in the description box down below. I love summer. I think that's like the season of extremes, so I do hope that the books that I put on that list are summery for you as well, but I thought that they were perfect, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully you can enjoy that video. Then yesterday I also had reading sprints on my channel together with Emily, and Hugo was also there for a small part because Emily and Hugo are married. They are a booktube couple, which is so romantic and fun to have that on booktube as well. So I will link both of their channels down below. I will also link the reading sprints down below if you want to rewatch and reread with us. But I had a great time, and this definitely again showed me that I want to do more reading sprints. I love these, so hopefully I can do this every month with the 24-hour reading book choice. And now we're talking about that, I actually uploaded a poll, I think yesterday or this morning, I don't really know, where there is the pick for next month, so for July. And you can pick between two books, so The Last Unicorn or The Princess Bride, because Derry has shamed me that I have not seen The Princess Bride yet. Apparently everybody has, and I don't really understand all the quotes. Sometimes you hear people say a quote and then people laugh, and I have no idea what it's about. So it's time. And then The Last Unicorn, that movie is my all-time favorite movie. The more I think about it, that movie was just perfection. So it's another one. So either one, I'm going to be happy if it wins, but definitely go and look at that poll and pick what my 24-hour reading book for July should be. And I think that one of them, The Princess Bride, is a little bit longer. So if that one wins, it might be a weekend book. So a 48-hour reading vlog. But for either of them, I am quite excited. Then last Friday, I was also on Steve's channel for the Friday conversation together with Joanna and Taylor. That was a very nice conversation. As always, I'm always having so much fun on Steve's channel, and hopefully I can make it next week as well. I'm not quite sure if I can make it, but if I can, I'm always going to be present just because it's so much fun. So I will definitely link that video in the community tab, whether or not I will be present, just so you know to look out for that. Now for next week, I will definitely have that new releases video out with talking about Nettle and Bone, but also Scorpica and Kaikei. So those three I will rapidly review there. Then I will also have my July TBR up, of course, because we're already at the end of June. It's crazy how fast time flies. And I do hope that I can also put that 24-hour reading vlog out, because I have all of the footage, I just need to edit it. So those are 3 videos. That's a little bit more than what I usually upload in 1 week, but we will see if I can make it work. And if not, some of those videos will be postponed the week after that. That's everything that I wanted to share with all of you. As always, like I said, please let me know how your week has been and what you're planning to do next week in the comments down below. If you haven't seen my summer recommendations video, I will link that right here. And I just hope that you have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. As always, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Bye!